6 months ago, I became a homeowner for the very first time. And as someone who loves DIY, but is somehow awful at it, I was able to create this, my own fully bespoke work from home office setup. But before I show you the finished setup, here's a little backstory of how this office actually came to life. In less than 24 hours of getting the keys from the estate agent, I had my friends come round to start building the wardrobe and to put the stud partition wall in place of where my office was going to be. And honestly, thinking back at it now, I'm surprised my girlfriend did not kill me. And after a solid 2 days of working, we had this. A wardrobe room, custom built. Technically, we made one room turn into 2 rooms. And from that moment onwards, I was on my own. Okay guys, don't shout at me, but this office is already about 20% complete. A friend of mine was like, why are you not documenting this office build? It's going to be so sick. And I was like, you know what? I'll just start now. So a quick run through of what I've done already. Up until yesterday, I had a 65-inch TV on this wall, which decided to break. That's annoying.
Oh no.
Never getting you to help me put a TV on the wall again.
Don't blame me. It wasn't me.
It was the first time I plugged it in, the screen was absolutely gone. So I was like, instead of replace it, why not build a brand new feature wall, including a charging station, which I've already put on the wall, as you can see. Now, at the top of these wood up panels, I've not screwed it in straight, because I'm a DIY. I don't know how to do this stuff, so I've not done it straight. Basically, long story short, is I saw this on Google, and I thought, I really like this, and I really want it. But there is no way in hell am I paying £135 for a bit of wood with an LED strip stuck to it. So I decided to make my own. Right, so LED strip installed. The problem is I have a little bit of overhang. Now it says it's trimmable. Right, power off, scissors, cut where I need to cut. I don't know if I'm allowed to cut here. Oh, it's done. Oh my God, if this doesn't work, I'm actually going to be fuming, because £60 for an LED strip is mental. 3, 2, 1. Yes! No! No! Oh, screw it. I just got to put it up like that, which means that left corner won't have light, but that's really, 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 really annoying. Maybe I should have YouTubed it before I trimmed it, innit? Schoolboy error 101. And this, what I'm showing you right now, is schoolboy error number 102. Why am I trying to stick that on the ceiling before taking any of the panels off or any of the greenery? I don't know, but I ended up taking off the greenery because it just wasn't sitting flush to the ceiling. I don't know why. I could try and cheat my way around that and save some time, but anyway, this green stuff is a nightmare to put straight and put it on the wall. I never want to ever stick any of this stuff to the wall ever again. Anyway, this is what it looks like when it was all done. Finally, I feel like I'm actually getting somewhere with this office build. Well, you're clearly not, John. I'm just sat here editing this video, right? There's a full panel here and there's a half panel here, which means that greenery is not in the middle. That's going to drive my OCD mental. What the hell? Now this is probably the worst part of the office build, because I simply couldn't make my mind up if I wanted a door or not a door. So I was kind of left with these gaps after the plasterer had come and finished his job. And I will be honest, I don't have an absolute Scooby what I'm doing. I'm just squirting filler into these gaps and hoping and praying it doesn't crack or come off or something. And then whilst that was drying in the door frame, I moved on to the painting, which I decided to go for like a charcoal grey colour because I've had it in a previous office of mine and I love it, so I thought I'd do it again. Now, as I mentioned a few times in this video, I'm DIY, so I'm gonna paint literally straight over that dent in the wall like it doesn't exist. Right, as I've started painting black around here, and I've got the black trim above here for the LEDs, I can't help but think about putting the ceiling black. There's two problems. Number one, I don't know how that would look, and I don't know if it would feel too claustrophobic, but at the moment, I'm really liking how the black looks. And the second problem is, to paint the ceiling, I have to take all the wood up panels off. And I don't want to take the wood up panels off. In the meantime, whilst I am painting that side black, this is just waiting to dry. All this filler, I mean, I have loaded up the filler in this door frame. Don't know what I'm doing, completely winging it, but it's looking all right. It's looking a lot better than what it was this morning, put it that way. Right, moving on to the second side of the office. I had to cut down some more coping, which I got from B&Q, just testing that the size is okay before I ended up painting it. And again, I have to paint that black, sand it down so it's nice and smooth, paint it again, and then attach the Philip Hue strips. Remembering that there are cut marks to this one, which ended up being perfect size. I did leave a little bit of overhang on the left-hand side, as you can see, but the fake greenery plants are going to go straight over that and will have a nice little reflection. Then I tried to take this epoxy wood up panel off the wall, and for some reason it was hanging on like my last £1 in my pocket. It would not come off the wall, but I eventually did it, then put the greenery back on the wall, which took absolutely forever. Like I said previously in this video, I do not recommend this to absolutely anybody because it's a complete nightmare. And then this is what it kind of looked like once I put it on the wall. I don't know if I installed this correctly either. I just put about 500 screws in and hope I didn't hit a power cable. The next step was putting the wood up panel back on the wall, making sure it was as straight as possible. And then this is what it currently looks like. So this is one side of the office, which was kind of my backdrop to the YouTube videos. And this was the other side of the office. Right, so just a little delay. This is currently day 11 since the last clip. It's not finished. It's nowhere near finished. I give up. Don't do DIY. Pay someone to build an office for you because this is complete and utter bullshit. Remember when I told you guys I'm getting new carpet? Well, today's the day. It's 11 days later and the carpet man's coming in 2 hours, which means I've got to get everything out of this room, including this little door frame I've put in, which took me hours, which isn't going to plan because I kind of want the bedroom, which is this, the wardrobe room, which is this side, coming into the office with carpet. I don't want this piece of wood just randomly in the middle of the door frame. So I've got to somehow try and take this out now. What stupid idiot decided to put this in the middle of where carpet's going? Me. Do DIY, they said. It's easy. Yeah, my arse. So in regards to replacing the carpets, the first step was removing the old one. I've never removed carpet in my life before, found out there's something called underlay, which also has to come up, which was full of shit. Literally, it was horrible. But when the carpets was up, there was obviously a concrete base because I live in a flat, and it was surprisingly a lot bigger. So I was really excited about getting brand new carpets. And when I thought to myself I was going to redo this office, I didn't honestly think I had to replace the carpets. But when you have a DIYer like me who can't even paint in a straight line, get so much shit on the floor, I think it got to the point where I was like, I just have to replace the carpet. And there are so many other things that I need to do in this office. I need to finish off painting the walls black. I need to put skirting around this side. I need to paint the ceiling because I've got so much paint on the ceiling. But it's getting there. It's getting there. You'll be so surprised of how echoey this room is now. Like, carpet makes such a big difference. I was gonna go for flooring, but when I'm here in the mornings and it's cold and I haven't got underfloor heating, I was like, you know what, like, let me just get a nice fluffy carpet, similar to what I had in before, that's gonna run through the office, down to the wardrobe room. I'm eventually doing all the other flooring in the bedroom and everything like that. So I thought, you know what? Why not do it? And I've done it. He's come in about 2 hours. And finally, after 2.5 hours of the carpet fitter being here, we have brand new carpets going from the walk-in wardrobe into my brand new office. Now, I can't describe the feeling of new carpets, but it completely sets apart the office. Now, don't look at any of my painting patches on the left and everywhere because it's not finished. Carpets are in. Looks so much better. I've still got painting to do. Why have I put carpets in before I've painted? Anyway, let's build the final office. Let's go. And then the final job, finally, is moving everything back into the room, starting with building my desk back up. I mean, I don't even have an electric screwdriver. And don't look at that paint. I know you saw it in the corner. It's not finished. The painting, I have to go over it again. For some reason, I put carpet in without finishing the painting. That's what you call ADHD, everybody, if you don't know what that is. So I ended up moving the desk around, so this is now how it looks, and then on the right hand side, which behind me, is where I can kind of have everything, which is pretty nice. So me being me, I've decided to actually move my office around whilst I was getting the carpet done. So this desk was originally here, kind of blocking off the majority of the room, which means you kind of had to walk around things. So I've changed it now. So what I've done is my desk is now facing the other way, which I actually think looks a lot better. And over here, why is my camera not working? Buy a £500 camera, they say. It will follow you. Well, it's not fucking following me, is it? There we go. So over here, we have got a little bench, which isn't a bench. This is like a little storage area. And then a workbench, which in here is kind of all my lenses and cameras and stuff. My company sign, which I need to turn the brightness down a little bit because it's absolutely blinding. And then if I show you the other side of the office, there you go, I've got a good bit of natural light now. The other side of the office is pretty much the same. So I've got my greenery, I've got my wood up, I've got my desk here now with a new desk that can actually go up and down. So if I want to stand up or not. I'm going to get a desk mount, which means I can mount my camera. So when I'm filming YouTube videos, I can mount it, and then that behind you is the backdrop. And then other than that, it's just little touches of paint, cable management, because the cable management is just messy. The walls are messy. I need to touch it all up. Still debating if I want to paint the ceiling black. And then the final thing I want to do, which I didn't plan on doing, but now the new carpet is in here, I want to basically put a door here to keep this just my little office, my little space, as well as not letting the cats in here scratching the carpet, because at the moment this carpet is fresh and these little fuckers are going to come in and scratch it up and dirty it, and I just want this to be my nice clean space that I can just work and do what I need to do. So the good thing about this space is I can do YouTube videos this way, which is kind of cool. I can mix it up, or I can spin you guys round back to the original space and do YouTube videos this side, so I can cut in between the videos. And to be honest, I've kind of got two setups, and all I have to do is move the camera. So very, very happy with this space. It's not 100% finished. There's little, I don't know if you can see down here, you can't. There's just white paint everywhere and stuff. I don't know why I've decided to put brand new carpets in when it's not finished. But the main thing is a door on there, finished up painting, and cable management. And then I think that will kind of complete the office.